Finally, I have a PlayStation 5. It only took just over 2 years for me to ascertain that endless bitching about this console not being in my possession wasn't going to force one to materialize out of thin air. Shame really, because if that were the case, I'd have more of them to my name than Bam Margera has entries to rehab. So there's this restaurant situated on a coastal island that offers a lavish dining experience for either those invited or can afford it. As the evening unfolds, the patrons' collective level of concernment rises over said experience, gradually becoming more undesirable than the many upcoming food puns. It is said that the first bite is with the eye, and this particular nibble comes by ways of the trailer. Fucking decent, man. One of those delicacies that gives you a tapas-sized portion of its flavour without revealing the ingredients. What I mean by this is that the trailer gives you a preview of things to come without spoiling the narrative or showing you the best bits in the name of bums on seats, which in contemporary times is more seldom than me passing a breathalyzer test before midday on a weekend. Before I even made it to my screening, I knew I was in for an amalgamation of flavour. Back of house includes director Mark Mylod, who I know for helming a few Game of Thrones episodes, producer Adam McKay, whose notable work is predominantly various collaborations with Will Ferrell, a tradition that rages on as he also helped produce this movie. That's quite an eclectic mix of filmmaking styles, and it really does reflect on the screen in a positive way. The menu defines itself as a black comedy horror, and all the different aspects of genre that contribute to creating this feature are well balanced and don't dilute one another. The drama takes nothing away from the comedy, a favour returned by the latter, and when they're whisked with the horror elements, it makes for a scrumptious occasion, which for me was highlighted emphatically by the tension. Holy shit, it's good. I love how it built up the atmosphere with micro doses of suspense being regularly injected during the 106-minute runtime at a rate that not even Courtney Love's veins could keep up with. If our digital chefs put all their energy into creating the pixelated equivalent of an opulent soupe du jour, it would matter not if front of house served it to you in an unsavoury manner. Mercifully, this wasn't the case. All cast members put in a solid performance, with Anna Taylor-Joy and Nicholas Holt's contribution being a particular highlight. However, MVP deservedly goes to Ralph Fiennes. Despite the vast majority of the movie taking place in one intimate setting filled with what I'd estimate to be 20 to 25 people, your focus can't help but be fixated upon him. This is largely due to his screen presence that comes courtesy of the range he's displaying. At times, our protagonist is calming, comforting, elegant, omniscient, vulnerable, charming, angry, intimidating. Fuck, even sassy on occasion, and the transition between each one plus so many more is smoother than the gooch belonging to someone with unrelenting alopecia. The movie never goes off menu, which I was relieved to discover, as the premise could have easily deviated itself into the type of generic that usually accompanies a synopsis of this nature. No sir, the dining experience is very much the epicenter of the everything and doesn't act as a platform for the plot to inevitably reveal a random connection between the clientele that they weren't aware of. For this reason and the others mentioned previously, the menu comes with a recommendation. You don't even have to be a foodie to enjoy it. Honestly, you should see some of the half-eaten fish purses I've woken up next to and chewed on without delay. So embarrassing, man, to the point where once I'm satiated, the onlooking napkin woefully trundles off to a snuff film festival.